Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? I have not talked to a camera in probably, a week or so. I made that last little update video really quickly before we went to the UK with Thomas and Christopher, and now we're back. We're back from the UK, and I didn't really indulge very much on what we did there, but you guys will find that out very soon. And we're taking this thing today. There's a car show in Boston that I totally forgot about, and Tommy actually texted me this morning and was like, "Are you going?" And so now I'm going, and I'm not taking this thing. I was gonna, but as you guys know, before I left for the UK, when I met up with Tommy and Chris, I blew a tire out. So the car's sitting here with one V-spec wheel on it and three 326 Power Wheels, and I need some new tires. So if you guys know a good tire brand, right now I was on Nankang's, they're junk. Leave it down in the comments below if you guys have suggestions for tires, because I'm all ears at this point. I've had Federals, I've had Nittos, I've had Nexans, Toyos, I've had all those tires. So leave it down in the comments. I'm curious what you guys think, and I'm gonna head to Radwood and meet up with Thomas, and we're gonna go look at some cars. All right, so we have arrived at Radwood, Boston. It filled up really quick, so there was no spots for me to park, so I'm on the street, but that's all right. I didn't bring no special car today. See all the cars in there. This isn't your typical young kid car show where it's a bunch of people being stupid. It's respectable cars and really nice event, so I'm excited to see some cool cars, even though it's kind of a shitty day. I don't even know where to start here. I'm just gonna be walking through and looking at cars and stuff. There's a lot of really cool cars here. I also want to find Thomas. I don't know where Thomas is. The first car that caught my eye as soon as I came in here. This is one of my dream cars, for sure. 840 SCI Dynan 8 Series BMW. So nice. Absolutely one of my top favorite cars here so far. I've only been here for 5 minutes, but it's sick.
This kind of looks a lot like
your head.
It looks like a lot like my fucking head, dude.
Jack Frost, Jackie,
Jackie
boy.
You brought the V-spec out, huh?
Dude, in the rain. It's like this car doesn't go out in the rain.
Yeah.
None of my cars go
How
out in the
was
rain.
it? Well,
Dude, 500 horsepower on 275 NT01s in the rain.
It was like, these aren't bad. These aren't bad. Then
right.
I go around this corner, I'm like, these are not good.
These are not good. These are
I
not
started
good.
going full straight, and I'm like, oh, like trying to ride that
Yeah.
slip and grip line.
oh yeah.
It was bad.
All right, so just finished up Radwood. It was their first show in Boston, which was pretty cool, and they're doing another one, so I'm pretty stoked on it. A lot of cool cars, not a lot of cars that you see very often, and a lot of cars that I would love to have someday. The 8 Series, definitely, and a NSX as well. Those are my two top favorite cars that I would like to own someday. But yeah, I'm gonna head home and pick this video up again for later today. We're gonna be going to the shop and working on the Civic, because I got some cool parts that got sent to me by a very awesome company that has been supporting me for a bit, and I'm really stoked on it. So I'm gonna head home. I'll pick this video up in a little bit, and I'll see you guys then. Look at this fucking guy. Cutting in here really quickly while I'm editing. I've been editing videos non-stop ever since I got back from the UK. to tell you guys, because I don't think I've put this in a full video. I only talked about it really briefly in just a quick little update video. My Never Home V2 hoodies came out, and you guys have been loving them, loving them, and I appreciate everything, all the support. I have mine laid out here on my bed. I wore it all throughout the UK trip. If you guys saw me in Rudnick or Tommy's videos, you probably saw me wearing this. It's got Divine Media on the front with Divine Media in Japanese writing. And then on the back is where it gets really cool. This design came out so sick. So on the back, we have Never Home. As you guys know, this is kind of like my little Never Home series. This is the V2 version. I have my own Hanya mask custom made. This was all custom made by my friend Sam. He did an awesome job on this design. So we have Divine Media up here in Japanese letters as well. So Never Home, very, very cool design. If you guys want to pick that up, I'll leave the link in the top of the description. Every little bit helps me out in my channel and my videos and my cars and everything. So any bit of support that you guys want to show, I really, really appreciate it. But now let's get back to the video. The bulk of this video is actually about these boys right here, and I will talk about that very quickly when I get to the shop. So I will see you guys at the shop. I just got to the shop, and the first thing that I noticed when I got here was there's this big puddle under the Civic. And I knew that like my oil pan gasket leaked, but I didn't know that it leaked that bad. And now, I mean, I jacked it up, I'm looking under it, and it looks like it's all on the transmission side, which doesn't really make sense to me. I know my transmission uses gear oil, but it doesn't stink, and it looks brand new. We'll figure it out either way, but for the time being, I'm just waiting on the creeper over there before I go under here. You're a creeper. You're a creeper. But yeah, I'm waiting on the creeper before I go under here because I don't want to get dirty. All right, so I went under the car and did some digging. Found out that like 4 of my oil pan bolts were just hand tight. I don't know how I missed that, but that was pretty much it. So tighten those up. All of that is good. But now we can finally move on to why we're here. And pretty much, as you guys can see the shirt, today's about MPC Motorsport. If you guys don't know MPC Motorsport, they are one of the top selling brands for parts for Hondas and Nissans when it comes to billet aluminum things. I have on the Civic already this completely CNC'd MPC Motorsport strut bar. And you guys ask about it all the time in the comments. Is an MPC Motorsport product. It is super, super rad. And I also have, which you can't really see from this angle, but right there, those are 2-inch MPC Motorsport drop forks for the front of my car. So they lower the suspension another 2 inches when you want to get lower. Back when I was being all stancy and stuff with this Civic, and I wanted to get as low as I could. But they sent me some more stuff today, and I'm super, super stoked to check it out because I've seen these in person before on some of the Civics that they work on, and I'm stoked that I have these parts now. So let's crack this box open here that they sent me and check out this stuff. They sent me some goodies along with it. So we got a nice MPC Motorsport lanyard, which is sick. MPC Motorsport license plate frame, which I will be putting on. A couple stickers, 100 proof hardware. That's awesome. Here's an example of some of the stuff that they make. There's my drop forks right there. Billet drop lower control arms, and then they have engine dress up hardware and everything like that. 4 MPC Motorsport koozies. That's fucking rad. Steven, you want a sick koozie? Pick a color.
I want the blue one.
Okay. And then we have these 2 boxes here. So with this kit, they sent me a set of rear lower control arms and a rear subframe brace. And it's gonna be so cool. I didn't want to be too flashy though, so I just went with the normal silver, but these are gonna be so cool. So let's crack these open. Woo! Woo! Oh. Woo! Okay, that's rad. So there you go. That looks so awesome. It's gonna be nice too because brand new bushings and everything. I just have eBay versions of these on the car right now, and I got them secondhand a while ago, and all the bushings are shot. So having these with brand new bushings is gonna be so nice. MPC, you guys are awesome. Now let's move on to the big package. All right, so huge shout out to MPC Motorsport. They hooked it up this time. We got friggin' subframe brace and 2 brand new lower control arms with brand new bushings, license plate frames, keychains, koozies, stickers, and all the hardware I need to install this stuff. If you guys are ever interested in anything by MPC Motorsport and want to check their website out, feel free to use my coupon code DIVINE in all caps. You guys will save 10% off of anything on their website. Even if you just want to go and browse the website and check some of the stuff out they have so much stuff for Hondas, Nissans. It's crazy. I'm gonna pull this car forward now so that I can get to the back of the car, and then I can show you the gross control arms that I have on there now, and then we can put these in. If you guys would be so kind to follow me under my little Civic here. You be quiet over there, peanut gallery. All right, kind of hard to see, but here's my current lower control arms. They are shot and covered in shit, and they're gross, and the bushings are gone and all that stuff. So I'll be very happy to be replacing those. And then you have the rear subframe right here where the brace bolts right into. So we just have to remove those 2 bolts on either side of the subframe, drop the control arms, and then we can bolt up the subframe brace and the lower control arms, and we'll have some bitchin' new rear suspension. I left the camera time-lapsing, and of course, I run into the one thing that I didn't want to run into, and that's extremely rusty, crusty bolts. I got one of them out. The other one, I snapped the bolt in, so I can't physically get it out. I don't have an angle grinder here. We don't have an angle grinder here. We had one, but it broke. But I was able to get one of them out. You guys can see the state of my bushings. This one doesn't even have a freaking bushing in there, and this one is just absolutely torn to shreds. So these are junk. I can still put in the MPC subframe brace because all those bolt holes are empty, and I can put that in. So that'll look really cool. I gotta test fit one of the new arms at least. Usually when stuff like this happens and I'm not able to like completely put in all the parts that I wanted to put in, I'll usually just scrap the video and I won't even post it. Since these parts are so awesome and MPC hooked it up, I'm still gonna post the video. You guys saw the parts, they're sick. I'll get the subframe brace in, and we'll test fit one of the new arms and see what they look like. But for now, I can't put them in, which I'm pissed about. Alright guys, so I've been fighting with that one bolt for quite some time. I just kind of gave up on it. I was able to get the subframe brace fully in and installed, and that looks awesome. And I was able to mock up the right side lower control arm as well, the new lower control arm. The problem is the bolt has broken off inside of here because it is seized inside of this metal sleeve that's inside the bushing, and I cannot get in there unless I have an angle grinder. So that I will do. I'll bring my angle grinder from home and I'll just get it done. I can't do it right now because I'm an hour away. But what I can do, I installed the old control arm again on the driver's side, and then the subframe brace and the passenger side has all the new stuff. So you guys will be able to see a before and after of all of this, and it looks phenomenal. So here you go. This is the before. Gross, rusty. I know the bushing's not in there, but just really gross. And then we have the brand new MPC Motorsport strut brace, and the new, sorry, hard to see over there, MPC Motorsport lower control arm right there. This car is getting all MPC Motorsport stuff. and I'm super stoked on that. Sorry that I wasn't able to get that other control arm installed tonight. The car isn't going anywhere. I still need to finish the turbo install, which should be coming soon. I just paying for the Honda and the fuel injectors and the pump and all that stuff. It's gonna be expensive, and at the same time I need new tires for the Soarer. Before I close this video out, I do want to put their license plate frame on because it's fire. All right, boys and girls, I am done for tonight. Radwood was a blast. It was cool to see all of those really unique cars. I'm glad that I went, and I'm looking forward to the next one. It was my first Radwood. I think it was pretty cool. Thank you very much, MPC Motorsport, for the new parts for the Civic. They look awesome, and once I have my grinder and I can cut those out and actually put the control arms in, everything will be awesome. But for now, I'm gonna head home. I'll see you guys again, hopefully very soon, when we're working on the turbo install once again. I know it's been kind of slow, and I've been traveling and everything like that, but I'm home now. Things should be kicking up pretty soon. I just have to get some money so that I can get the Honda and fuel stuff and just kind of get this car all dialed in. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.